Hi there, this is Sheena Rowlands and today I'm sharing with you my latest layout for Hey Little Magpie. And for this layout I'll be using the Hey Little Magpie April embellishment kit. So there's lots of lovely spring pieces in this kit, so I'm going to use some of them on this layout. So I'm using a Vicki Boutin mixed media background and I've already chosen a photograph, and there's 4 of us standing in a flower circle at a National Trust house, and I'm using the photograph as my inspiration. Now there are 4 sets of waxed thread in this kit, and I'm going to use them to add extra to the background. So I've got some chipboard circles there on my right, and I'm looking at doing a cascade of circles going down behind the picture to the bottom, so a bit of a column there. Think I'm looking at doing maybe 5 or 6. I'm looking at them being in different sizes. I want to start with a small one and end with a small one. You're going to see more below the photo than above it, and I want them to peek out either side of the photo as well. So I'm doing a bit of thinking at the moment, and I've got my pencil, so I'm just drawing the lines in around these templates. I think one of the times that I do rub one out and I go for a bigger circle, and that's why the planning is taking me a little bit of time really, so that I can get the circles I just want a mix of sizes, and I just want them to look as if they're all interconnected going down on that left hand side. So I keep bringing the photo back in, and part of the title, which is also from the spring April embellishment kit, and I'm just trying to figure out exactly where I'm going. In sewing they always have a phrase that measure twice, cut once, and that's kind of what I'm doing here. I'm just rubbing out that circle. I think I want to put a bigger one in. I'm now going to get the twine, and I'm going to use 3 out of the 4 colours on the pack. I'm going to use the pink, the blue and the yellow. They're beautiful subtle spring colours, and I think they'll work really well with my photograph and the embellishments as well. So I'm just making sure I know where I'm going. I still want to put a circle in on the right. I don't quite do that in the end, but keep thinking about it. And I'm also now thinking about some of the placement for the embellishments. But actually, one step at a time, I'm going to get my pokey tool and I'm going to put some holes in the top and bottom circle and make a start. So I'm just doing this roughly, trying to keep the gaps pretty much the same, making sure that I've got a punch a hole on the crossover where one circle meets another. Just think it makes it look much neater. And I'm now thinking about which colours I want to use there. So I've used a needle threader to thread my needle, which was really easy with the wax thread, and I've done 2 circles there off camera. So I brought the photo back in because I've decided I'm going to put a couple of papers behind the photograph. But actually I'm thinking I don't need to do all the stitching behind the photo. It's quite a big, it's nearly 4 by 4 square. So I'm going to add a couple of layers in complementary colours. I think a green and then a mix like a pinky green. And I'm thinking I don't need to do more sewing than I really need to. So what I'm going to do is get these layers behind the photo. I think one is slightly bigger than the other. I don't layer them immediately on top of each other. I think they'll be slightly ski-whiff. But basically then I can put some marks on the circles so I know exactly where I need to sew. So I'm happy with the papers, and it's now time to get some more holes pricked on the circles, and that's it finished. So it does look a bit weird because I haven't finished all of them, but actually when I put the photo back in the center, when I've stuck all the layers together, you won't notice at all. I have to say the wax thread was really lovely to sew with, no problems at all, no knots or issues. The back looks as good as the front, if I'm honest. And from what I'm told from people that do embroidery, that's always a sign that things are working really well. So really pleased. I think I did 2 pink, 2 yellow and 3 blue in the end. So I brought in some embellishments on the left there. The wood JD 3D is, it says wildflower. There's some lovely butterflies as well. Got the sequins, and I've got some little embroidered flowers. And I'm going to try and use all of those on here. Also got, I think, a metal charm, which is like a lovely Tiffany blue, and I would like to incorporate that as well. Now, I don't want to cover too much of my sewing, so the next fun and games I have is I want to add some softer embellishments. I want to add some flowers. These are also Vicki Boutin. from one of our older collections, and I've picked them mainly on their colours. I want to go with the soft spring colours. I want to go with that bluey greeny colour, and a soft, kind of like a peachy pink. And I want to gather 2 clusters, one to the top left of the photo and one the bottom right where the title's going to sit. And I've not got too many of these flowers left, but I've got enough to be able to do this. So did you know about the Hey Little Magpie embellishment kits? Something that Sarah has started this year. I'd really recommend you check them out. They're a subscription as far as I'm aware. So once you subscribe, they just drop through your letterbox once a month. You'll find that every month half the design team are using each one. So loads of inspiration on how to use it. But I know you'll come up with your own ideas because there's some really lovely supplies. And this box has got sequins and charms and ribbons and always a title. In fact, there's 2 in this box as well. So I would really recommend you check that out on the website, and I will link it below the website. So have a look at the Hey Little Magpie embellishment kits. I really enjoy embellishing layouts, and that's exactly what I'm looking at doing now. I think I've got my flower clusters where I want them. So I'm now going to come in and I'm going to add some of the embroidered flowers to the circles. I'm going to add some sequins around. I'm just using a tool just to get the sequins in place. I'm not sticking anything down with this just yet. I'll do that off camera. So that's the sequins and the flowers and the butterflies stuck down. Then I decided I was going to add a little bit more. I found a couple of arrows that from the Vicki Boutin collections that go really well with the colourway. So it says Wildflower Happiness, which I think works really well. And the top left, it says Real Life. We just stumbled across this photo opportunity on a day out. So it was just nice, just a quick snap. And I think that works really well. I'm going to tuck the metal charm underneath that top phrase rather than hang it on any thread. And this is the finished layout. I hope you like it. You can see the sequins sparkle a little bit there. There's going to be a full image and some close-ups at the end. And do check out the embellishment kits and the subscription. Thank you very much for watching. We do appreciate it. Give us a thumbs up or subscribe to our channel, and we hope to see you here again real soon. This was Sheena Rowlands for Hey Little Magpie. Bye for now.